I don't like holidays. My dad was saying to me the other day, he's been watching these videos on YouTube, like people going spearfishing, planting, doing different stuff that we do here. I've traveled around the world to different countries, and what I've... Kia ora and good morning. It's 11:40 here in Mauke, Cook Island. I just woke up, fucking sleeping, bro. I was up all night editing, and on today's agenda, I'm gonna go Vairatita, weed my mom's flower plantation. I think me and my dad's gonna kill a goat for the priest's birthday on Wednesday. Let's go. Okay, ano na ria Vairatita. Ko iara moere. Moero that thing. Reka the moe. But you know what? I'm still tired. Moero, but I'm still tired, bro. My body's not used to sleeping over here in this weather condition. My body likes the aircon. No rango, no namu. This is the tita I'm gonna write it. Daisy plantation. So we got a tiporo tarakore. A lime with no spikes. I think we got this from Tahiti. Grandpa got this from Tahiti. And then we got ara amo. What's the English name for ara? Amo means Samoa, so this tree must come from Samoa. That's what they call it, ara amo, ara Samoa. So you scientists out there, let us know in the comments what it is. Let's get to work. This is one of those chores we used to do as kids. Yeah, these are baby chores. Big ass weeding chores are the money of the plantation. Because that one is fucking huge, bro. This is a kids' playground, this one. I want to power through this in like half an hour. Maybe less. It's funny, like people online, they miss this lifestyle. I prefer the Australia lifestyle, but this is also fulfilling as well because I'm doing it for my content. It gives me a purpose to come back here. Give you guys an escape, showcase the Cook Island lifestyle to the world. Daisy. We use this to decorate the churches. This plant here has spikes on it. This particular plant, we call it tita avarevare, I think, because the leaves here, when you touch it, you see, it closes in. It pretends that it's dead. Well, avarevare means lying, liar. Let me show you what I mean there. You see that? The leaves are open. Watch when I touch them. You see, it starts closing up. You see? Boom. Sleep. Boom. Sleep. Boom. Boom. Sleep. Boom. Sleep. Boom. Go to sleep. 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 That's why we call them tita avarevare. It pretends to die when you touch it. So this plant, we call this a bomb. A bomb. So these things here, when it dries up and you wet it, it will pop. That's why we call it a bomb. When we go to church, we used to go pick for these things, and then we'll wet it and put it in people's hair. And then you wait a few seconds, it just goes pop, 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 pop. Bombs. So let's go, hey, let's go pick some bombs. Let's go pick some bombs. Get it, got a bomb. Get it, got a bomb, bro. Bombs away, bombs away. Teokura. We call this teokura or piripiri, because these things will stick on your clothes. See? See? You can see that? It will stick on your clothes. You see that? You don't want to walk in a field of this because your clothes will be covered in them. That's a bitty that thing. Get your ass out of here. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to your wares. This one is a tita. My dad was saying to me the other day, he's been watching these videos on YouTube, like people going spearfishing, planting, doing different stuff that we do here. Like Europeans, Westerners, white people, like doing these type of work. Like catch and cook, survivors, all that type of stuff. So you guys, I now understand what you're doing. like making these videos, because he's watching all these people. They're traveling the world, staying at 5-star resorts and stuff like that. So in his mind, they're making money. So I said to him, that's it. If I wasn't making these videos, I wouldn't have come back to Mauke. And he just laughed. Oh, we both laughed, but that's the truth. Because I'm here for a purpose. Because that's the reason why I moved overseas anyways. Moved there for a purpose, to fucking be great, do big things. Now this is part of that. Coming back, showcasing my roots and showing to the world that doesn't matter where you come from, you can make it. I've traveled around the world to different countries, and what I've learned and experienced during that travels was I don't like holidays. I don't like traveling just to go on holidays. Like after a couple of weeks, I get sick of it. I want to go home. I want to get back to my routine. I only just realized why, like now recently, my last trip to Mauke, because I'm not where I want to be. The longer I'm on holidays, the longer I'm away from my goals. But now I don't mind coming to the islands because it's not a holiday. To me, I'm still working. I'm making videos because this is the pathway that I want to go on. I want to be a full-time content creator, make YouTube. So I'm not actually on holidays. I'm still working. So it still fulfills my purpose. That's why I don't mind coming back here now. My dreams are not put on hold. It's actually accelerated. So that's why we're loving life now. We're loving life. And I wish that for you guys too. Find your passion and go 100 with it. My passion used to be cutting hair, but cutting hair wasn't gonna make me a multi-millionaire, billionaire. So making videos will be, because this vision was already established more than 10 years ago. Actually about 10 years ago when I started my Bible business. I saw myself in the future. I'd written an autobiography. I'd already been successful, and I'm traveling the world speaking on stages to inspire the next generation and the older people as well, who had a dream, they haven't chased it yet. But now that dream is pretty much a reality. I'm speaking on the biggest stage in the world, which is social media. I looked at my insights on all platforms. I'm getting over 7 million views on all 3 platforms. So that's crazy. Imagine 7 million people watching your face a month. It took me a while to digest that. I was like, what? For a second I was like, wait, what the fuck? So that vision I had 10 years ago, I'm actually living it. I'm in that reality right now. 7 million people watching me a month. That's crazy. And it's only gonna get bigger and bigger. So guys, when you have a vision, you hold that thing dear. You become obsessed with it. It's not gonna be a smooth ride though. It's gonna be up and down. You're gonna come into opportunities that you think it's gonna be the one that's gonna take you there, and then boom, you get shut down and get discouraged. But as long as the vision is strong in your mind, you'll pick yourself back up and you keep going. Because I've taken many risk opportunities that I thought is gonna be the one, and then get shut down. But the more risk you take, the more things that get shut down in your face. It just makes you become resilient. The first time it was hard. The second time it gets easier and easier and easier. Eventually you become immune to it. Just another day in the office. That's where you want to get to. When you get to that level, fuck, you become unstoppable, bro. You become unstoppable. Nothing can stop you from getting to the dream, to the promised land. But guess what though? Guess what the promised land is? It's not what you think. Because what we've been programmed to think is the promised land is like a place you're heading to, a destination. But nah, cuz I only just learned this recently too. The promised land is the journey, bro. So you want to get to the point where you enjoy the journey. You're not looking forward to getting somewhere. Basically, you're just loving every minute of your life. That's the promised land. It's when you find your purpose, find your passion and your purpose. Purpose combines with passion. You're living in the promised land, baby. And I understand most people in this world is not gonna get there, but for the few that are obsessed, want to inspire the world, you will feel this deep in your heart. And no matter what, you'll get there eventually. And I'll tell you what, it's always the people that get overlooked when they're a child growing up, you know. It's always the people that get overlooked, especially by the people that they love, the people that they look up to, the people that they want to make proud. So when you get overlooked by the people that you love, by your own people, you develop this burning desire to prove everyone wrong. That's the fuel to start you on your journey. But when you get to a certain point, that fuel is not going to work anymore. So you got to transmute that fuel into something else, because the first stage of your life is going to be fueled by anger and frustration. The final part of your life is going to be fueled by love. So you got to do it for love. The first part of my life was fueled by anger and frustration to prove everyone wrong. Once I've achieved that, I've done it, then I have to change the fuel to my fire, which now is love, to be the best version of myself, to inspire the world and live the dream, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm living the dream. I'm living for a purpose, a bigger purpose than myself. And that is the promised land, baby. Oh, Chihuahua. Hands gone soft, isn't it? Abracadabra. Look at that. Straight down. Abracadabra. 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 Sleep. Boom. Something I want to say to the parents and the kids out there is like, if you're a parent and you spoil your kids, or if you're a kid and you're getting spoiled by your parents is not doing you a favor. You're getting fucked. You're not being prepared for the real world. When you grow up from privileged, spoiled upbringing, you're gonna get eaten alive in the real world. I've seen it everywhere. You need to be disciplined. You need to cop hidings. You need to get restricted from getting instant pleasures like fucking going to hang out with your mates. You need to be isolated, work. I'm just speaking from experience, because that's how our life was. We were isolated from everyone else. We were working, we were disciplined. We all hated it. I mean, I hated it the most, which is why I made it a mission to get out of here and be great. Hated it. But then when I matured and I developed myself, I had to read, I had to look into these things, answers, to see how the world works, how the mind works, for me to realize that actually I'm grateful that I grew up this way, because that's why I am the person I am today. I wouldn't have been able to develop this mindset if I didn't go through the trials and tribulations. If it was given to me easy, then I would lack discipline. I would just be like majority of the people in the world, like an instant gratification. Cause, don't get me wrong, it's hard to maintain in today's world because we have the internet that gives us instant gratification every day, every second. But self-development on the daily basis also is necessary to keep yourself in check. Every day I'm reading, I'm listening to audiobooks, I'm keeping my mind sane. Self-awareness, you know, you gotta observe yourself on a daily. When you're getting out of hand, you check yourself. So discipline is the key to becoming success, doing great things. Discipline is doing the things that you hate, but doing it like you love it. That's Mike Tyson right there. He said that in the podcast. I like that. That's why the gym is a good place to start for discipline. Because most people can't be fucked going to the gym, but once you develop the habit of going to the gym every day, then that same habit will translate into other areas of your life. Let's say, for example, me, I say I'm gonna shoot a video every day, then because I have that discipline from the gym, easier for me to translate that to making videos and just doing my other stuff, the beneficial shit. Not only that, the gym makes you feel good. Scientifically, when your muscle contracts, it releases some type of chemical that makes you feel good that you won't get when you take drugs and alcohol and shit like that. Only gets released when your muscle contracts, so it's scientifically proven. And when you're actually lifting weights, you feel good when you walk out of that gym. With that mad pump, you feel good. Feelings don't lie. People do. Alright guys, that is done in half an hour. I called it easier than I thought it would be. Now I'm gonna go make a huta drink. Never made one before, but I can't imagine it being that hard. Just chop up the huta, put it in a bowl, cut up some new, pour the new drink in the bowl, mix it up. I'm gonna mix some other stuff to it. Let's go.